Hey lovely beautiful people, welcome or welcome back. It's Alexis Takira. Thank you for clicking on my video. For today's video, we're discussing some cream blushes, some of my favorite cream blushes for all skin types. If you're interested in knowing which cream blushes I'm talking about today, make sure you go ahead and keep watching this video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button before we jump in. All right, let's go. Blushes, this is in no particular order. This is not listed from best to worst in any type of way. These are just some blushes that I like and some that I kind of don't like, specifically because of the formulation or maybe how pigmented the product is. But the first product that I want to talk about is my Rare Beauty Liquid to Matte Blush. This is in the shade Love. This is one of the most talked about shades in the shade range because, for one, the packaging is so pretty, and of course, backstory with the packaging is for people who have, have arthritis and stuff like Selena Gomez. So she made it easy to, open. It's very terracotta, reddish type color to it. Now, I do like this blush, but as y'all can see, this is how it looks on the skin. It's very pigmented. It has almost like this really red type of tone to it, and although I like it because it really does dry down to a matte formulation, not really my favorite during the summertime because I do more so like a dewy type skin look, and it dries down just a little bit powdery, but and then you can see it on my finger too, like it's like a powder matte now. But the shade is just so pretty, and it almost looks kind of like a burnt orange. But on my skin tone, when I do apply it to my face, it's just, it's a little deep and it's not natural looking. That's the word I'm looking for. It's not very natural looking at all whatsoever. But I do think if you go in with like a sheer type of coverage, you may be able to get that sheer type look with this product. So next, we're keeping it in the family. This is actually a travel / sample size that I got from Rare Beauty. It is also I do believe this one is the dewy finish and not the matte finish, and it's in the shade Adore. I don't reach for this often because I don't like pink blushes on my skin tone. I am a warm neutral undertone, so a lot of times pinks, just whether it's a cool pink or a warmer tone pink, it's not very flattering on my skin tone, in my opinion. I discussed this in one video before, but sometimes pink or cool tone blushes on warm or warm neutral skin can make you look just a little bit washed out, and it mainly is used to add just like a flush of color. And as you can see, as I'm blending this one out, it does not turn matte whatsoever. It's still dewy on my finger, and I really do like this. I just wish that I would prefer a different shade. If this was more like a peach or a coral, because y'all know I love those tones, I would probably wear this all the time. So next, I want to talk about my Colourpop blush sticks, and it is in the shade Cottage Life. I used this in one video before. It has it's like a stick component, and you just twist it up, and you do get a lot of, okay. Never tried that, but you apparently get a lot of product, and I think it's a lot of bang for your buck because I believe this was only about $7 if I'm not mistaken. But I really love this because as it warms up to the skin, it kind of fades into like this sheer coverage, but still provides a nice sheen. It still provides a good pigment to the skin, and I like to use this blush with a more dense brush because I don't know, like, it's pretty with a stippling brush. I'm just looking in my mirror over here. It's pretty with a stippling brush, but I just love how when using it with a dense brush, it kind of keeps that color. It's a very opaque type of blush, but it's so natural looking. If you want to go for that no makeup type look, I highly suggest this because it does have a nice warm undertone. It's kind of like a coral kind of, peachy type color, and it's just very subtle, but it adds that perfect amount of flush to your cheeks, and it just makes your cheekbones pop. I love this blush. This is actually one of my favorites, not even gonna lie. This is one of my favorite blushes. So next I want to talk about my Fenty Beauty Matchstick, but this is the blush. This is actually in Chilli Mango. I purchased this when it first came out. Y'all know how the packaging is for this. This has a lot of glitter in it, so I don't reach for this often because sometimes it can be a little scary, you know, if you don't use it right, if you go in with a heavy hand, you know, even if you rub it onto the face, it can get a little, I say the glitter kind of chunks up just a little bit if you use it without spraying anything on it. But if you spray something that has like, that's very emollient, like if the spray, the setting spray that you use to, I guess, moisten, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but if you like going in with the setting spray just to get this less dry, because you do have to warm it up. So that's the thing with these matchsticks, even with the contours and the concealers in this particular line, you have to warm it up on the skin in order to get the payoff, the color payoff. But once you warm it up, it does apply like very pretty. I do not apply this straight to the face, like I said, because sometimes it can feel a little bit dry when just going straight on your cheek. So I like to warm it up on my hand, and then I go in with a dense brush because this is more of a thicker cream consistency. I go in with a dense brush or just my fingers, and I like to tap it in on the highest points of my face. I used this in the video one time before. I forget what video it was. I'll link it in the cards. I'll try. And I used this, and I kind of took it all around these areas of my face, and it just kind of gave me like that naturally sun-kissed. But like I said, the glitter is kind of a lot, so you might want to be careful with the glitter. But other than that, very pretty. Just when you want to kick things up a notch, I would use this because it's not subtle whatsoever. So now I'm taking my L.A Girl Pro Soft Matte Cream Blush. This is a liquid to matte, I said it right, liquid to matte cream blush, and it's in the shade Blissful. It has this very pretty warm orangey type of undertone, and I wore this a few times. As you can see, like, it's so pigmented, so pigmented. It almost reminds me of the Rare Beauty actually, but it's really creamy. Like, as you can see, as I'm smoothing it out on my hand, it's just gliding across the skin, so smooth. And like I said, it dries down to like this matte formula, this matte powder formula. Now this is a very pretty affordable blush. I think it's only about $5. But like I said previously, I don't like using matte cream matte blushes during the summertime because I do prefer more of a dewy, you know, type cheek look. But this is so pretty during the winter time, if you decide to try it during the winter, or just try it period, you know, depends on your preference. But very pigmented and not subtle. I would not use this for a no makeup look because it will, I mean, maybe if you have a deeper skin tone, but it's not giving no makeup for me. So I do not reach for this often. But it smells good. It smells like, I don't know. What minute? Oh, I just put some on my nose. Dang, it smells good. It smells like some type of berry. Never smelled this, but this smells good. Now, I've mentioned the Milani before. This is in the shade Nude Kiss, 110 Nude Kiss. This is the Cheek Kiss blush. I showed y'all this one time before in one of my previous videos. This is very like a oily consistency once you start to rub your finger through it. It has this really glossy, dewy type look, but it's not extremely dewy. It doesn't leave like a dewy finish. It's actually like a I would say semi-dewy, if that's a thing. I would consider this like a semi-dewy because it doesn't leave the cheek super duper glossy like the one I'm wearing today. But it's a good like creamy type of consistency. It adds this really nice flush. I feel like it would have been more beneficial for me to apply these blushes on my face while I talk about it. But if that's something y'all would rather see me do, then I'll do a part 2 to this video and show y'all how it actually looks blended out onto the skin. But like I said, I showed y'all this before. It's kind of like a mauve-y type. It's supposed to be nude, but on my skin tone, it pulls more mauve-y pink. but it's not too pink. You know, I wouldn't say it's nude whatsoever. For me, it's more like a mauve, but it is very natural looking on the skin. And this one, I believe, was about $9.99 at Ulta. Okay, so we getting through this list pretty fast. I'm actually almost done. This is the Colourpop Cheek Dew Serum Blush. I have it in the shade So Cosmo. I raved about this product in one of my videos. I think it was my Bare Minerals / Fenty Beauty Popsicle lip video. It's one of my recent videos, and I was telling y'all in that video how long I was searching for this product. I was in the store and it was always sold out. It was the only shade that was always sold out, so I knew I had to have it, because I'm like, that's a sign. If this shade is always sold out, that means it must be real good. So I searched high and low. I was on the website. It was always sold out on the website. It was always sold out on Ulta website. It was always sold out in the store. And I called the store one day and they was like, oh no, we're actually not gonna have that in stock for a little minute. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But luckily I went in one day. Whoever it was that I talked to on the phone, he lied to me, because I went in one day and like the very next week, I wanna say, this was like the last box on the shelf, and I was like, okay, he lied to me, but it's cool. Long as I got it. So picked up this, and it's like this very it's described as a coral on the website, and a lot comes out. It's a squeezy tube, and you got to be careful with this, because if you just kind of drop it, a lot is gonna come out. It's not liquidy, it's just very serum-like, you know, hence the name. Is more so like a serum, and it blends into like this so natural, so smooth, so glossy, barely there, just like the perfect flush hint of color. I love this. I'm wearing this today actually, and I always reach for this blush. Like, it's just so glossy and dewy on the skin, just so pretty, and I don't even have on highlight, and it's providing like this glowiness to my skin. I love this. And as y'all can see, even though it is a serum, it's not like greasy, you know, because I know a lot of serums tend to pull greasy throughout the day, and this one, it doesn't do that. You know, it's just so good. And you can see how sheer it is on my finger. Like, that's what made me want it, because it's just so sheer and it's just perfect. Every time I wear this, like, nobody can really tell I have on makeup when I'm wearing this blush. It's one of the most subtle, softest blushes I own, and I absolutely love it. And it was only $9, so I think that's a good buy if you are interested in those no makeup type looks. And it's not sticky, you know, like, it's a serum, but it's not sticky. It just kind of like feels like it absorbs into the skin, but still sitting on top of the skin, giving you a nice dewy just glow, you know. I just love this stuff. So now I want to talk about the Lys Beauty Liquid. Well, it's a soft matte blush. I have mine in the shade Confident. It's a high standard satin matte cream blush. Really is. It's so pretty though. Like, the thing is with this, it is more like a mauve, so it's good for any undertone. So if you have a cool undertone, mauve will look perfect. If you have a neutral undertone like me, mauve is literally like a mixture of cool and warm anyway, so it'll always be suitable for a neutral undertone. Or even if you have a warm undertone, one thing about a mauve shade, whether that's blush, eyeshadow, lipstick, mauves will suit any undertone, I promise you. And it's so creamy, and I wouldn't say it instantly dries down matte. I wouldn't say it instantly dries down matte, but once you work it into the skin, it just kind of gives you like this soft, it's very soft, a very soft matte, I would say. When I think of satin, I think of like kind of velvety in the same breath, because it kind of gives you just like that filter, just smooth, just, you know, silicone-y, I want to say, type feel or look. And I really like that. And the component is very cool. It's like it got a magnet right here at the bottom. It has a magnet, so it kind of just like snap. It's cute. Don't do that. It's cute. So last and certainly very much least, we have the Tower 28 Beach Please blush in the shade Golden Hour. Y'all already know how I feel about this. For one, the packaging is so pretty. I love the see-through. I just love the packaging to all of their products. I love the see-through. It's just, it's I don't know, it's different, and it just make me feel like I'm getting something, I don't know, like luxurious. And I'm not even big on the whole luxury type lifestyle, the soft girl thing that they calling it nowadays. You know, I just do me. So, but it's giving very much like high-end luxury in my opinion. And I showed y'all the formula. It's a like sticky, it feels like a sticky cream. Oh my gosh, it's just so pretty, y'all. It's so glossy. It reminds me of like my favorite lip gloss. Actually, let me see. Oh, wait a minute now. Okay, I don't think it's that cute on the lips, not on me, but as far as the cheeks go, oh my gosh. So as y'all can see, it's very like oily, you know, oily looking. It does not apply oily on the face, but the thing about the formula is in the pan, it looks like a thick lipstick. That's exactly what it reminds me of, like a thick cream lipstick. But when you apply it to the face, it's like so dewy, and it just make your cheekbones look so healthy. You know, if you apply it like I do on the highest points of the cheek, and I'm telling you, during the summertime when the sun hits your face and you just turn that quick corner and that sun just hit your face, cheeks just look so juicy, so dewy. It's perfect, y'all. This is like perfect in my opinion. I would probably always wear this. I'm so happy I bought it. It has like this coral undertone, which is my favorite, and it stays put all day. You know, with a lot of cream products, they move around on the face because it is one of the first products that fade. But this one, it stays in place for me, and I just love how it looks on my cheekbones. It's just so pretty. So if I would recommend any of these blushes, I would highly recommend the Tower 28. Okay, hold on. If I had to recommend 3, okay, because I can't choose, I would recommend the Tower 28, the Colourpop Cheek Dew, and the Colourpop Blush Sticks. These 3, it will have your skin looking so good, so dewy. Oh, so good, so dewy, and just summery and summer ready, and just, you know, it just make you look good. Okay, if you going to the beach, wherever you going, these will give you like that perfect, just no makeup, but I'm here. You see this glow, you see this dew, cheekbones popping, all that. That's what these 3 are gonna give you, I guarantee you. So that's gonna complete all of my favorite, well, my cream blushes. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you would like to see a part 2 with me actually applying the cream blush to my face so y'all can really see how it really does look on the skin, y'all drop a comment down below. Let me know. If you haven't subscribed already and you made it to the end of this video, what are you doing? You were supposed to subscribe a long time ago. You were supposed to subscribe when we first entered the chat. So if you haven't done so already, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Be on the lookout.